Yo, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy Icepop here, back with yet another Destiny 2 Crucible video. And in this video, I'm specifically talking about the best Titan subclass there is. Now, of all the three to choose from, I believe Striker is the best out of all of them. First off, that pulse grenade though. As of right now, I want to say it's the strongest grenade in the game for damage per second and its duration too. Now, it doesn't do a ton of damage in one hit, such as the Axion Bolt grenade, but the damage is there. If they're within the grenade for like, I want to say 1.5 to 2 seconds, they're dead. Full health to 0. It's super strong. Where Destiny 1, I used lightning grenades a ton. It had the range, it had the damage, it was great. I also used flashbang grenade because it messed people up, disoriented them. But the pulse grenade in this game, because when you throw it, it instantly starts doing damage, unlike the lightning grenade in this game, that just makes it so valuable, because it just hits instantly. And not that other many grenades do that. The Vortex does, and maybe a couple others, like Void Wall maybe. But the Pulse Grenade has the best damage. It attacks both sideways as well as vertical, so it's got that range too. And I don't know, it's just super good to me. So just the grenade itself makes Striker super lethal. Now, for the melee. For me, it's not too amazing. It deals a decent amount of damage, but the build I use, which I'll elaborate later in the video, is so good. So if there's a target low on health, again, this is the bottom Striker skill tree. If they're low health, you gain a stronger melee damage and a little bit more range. So you'll finish them off if they're in the red easily, where sometimes you'll get them close to death. But again, with that additional bonus damage, they're a goner. And to me, just that little bit of extra damage helps me win so many gunfights. And also, paired with that on the bottom tier, you gain health back on every kill. Not like it starts regenerating health, you actually get a little chunk and it'll start regenerating health. So you're more likely to be able to walk away from a gunfight a lot easier if you get that melee off. And in this video, like right there, I don't know why it didn't proc. It's probably my college Wi-Fi being lame. But normally I would have got a little bit of health as well as immediately started regenerating health. Or in Destiny 2, Warlocks have way more recovery than Titans do. And back in Destiny 1, I had high recovery as much as possible, as well as armor. And you could go for that build. Or in this game, it's a little bit more difficult, and I feel like Titans have a cap at recovery. But with this melee build, you almost don't need it. And that's just how good it is with this melee build. Like, you will live. And it's just so valuable that you just walk away from those gunfights, and you get your health back. And beside from that, the super itself is super good. It's better in PvE, but in PvP, it's long-lasting. It does a lot of damage, and it's homing. So the damage, obviously, they die in one hit. I predominantly use the shoulder charge move with the R1 if you're a PlayStation user. RB, I think, if Xbox. So I like that because it homes in. You get that distance closure pretty well. Although the slam, that can definitely be useful in certain rooms and such. Where, again, if it's like one target, I'll definitely use the shoulder charge. That way I for sure do not miss them. And just that auto-aiming is just so good. And when I kill someone, again, this is the bottom skill tree, it extends the duration of my super. And in Crucible, it's not that noticeable, but in PvE it is. And so for PvE, on that side of the subclass, I've had my super last over 30 seconds, where Sentinel might be like 8 to 10 seconds, my timing might be off, but it doesn't really last near as long as the Striker, if you get those continuous kills at least. So if there's a room of mobs of enemies, you keep slamming, you keep building up your super, it just lasts longer. Where, again, I've had times where I've been able to use it for like 30 seconds, because I would shoulder charge into one enemy, get that super back, charge into someone else, get that super back, and just keep chaining it, and my super just doesn't deplete because it keeps being refilled. And it's just so valuable, and it's super fun too. And with that shoulder charge, with that kill, that counts as a melee kill. So you will start regenerating health as well. So when you're in your super, it's kind of hard to die. especially in PvE. And it's just super good and it's super fun. And then for the Titan specifically in Crucible, it's not just the Striker subclass, but we get that wall. Most people like the Rally Barricade in PvE, and I would agree because of the Rally Barricade. It allows you to reload your weapon instantly, which I think is very valuable. But when I'm playing with teams, and especially in Crucible, I like the really tall towering barricade because you're just so protected, whether you're on a flag or someone's chasing you. It's just super useful. And like this guy, he has a rift. I pop his shield right here, so I'm able to protect us in the healing rift, and there's a wall, so we don't even get hurt. So we can step back behind the shield, regain health, and then fight along again. So the Warlock Titan build combo is so valuable that I feel is very underappreciated right now. And then there's the Hunters who reload their weapon or gain a melee ability. So yeah, again, I don't really like Hunters. But for the Titans and Warlocks, it's just such a good, powerful combo. Just the wall and the rift, super valuable. And Titans, I feel as though if you don't have a wall, the healing rift doesn't do enough to keep you alive. You can probably win a 1v1 gunfight, but sometimes you need to step back and go behind your shield. Sometimes you can kind of step forward, do some damage, and if you're not going to win, just step back and you're protected. It's a very good tool. And I've had times where I've placed my shield in a very awkward spot on a point where I weaken an enemy fairly well because they take at least 1 damage per, I don't even know how many ticks, but they lose health if they stand in your shield or if they pass through. It also slows them down. So people, it's even hard for them to move around the wall, so it can really block off zones. And it's super valuable. And again, that's not Striker specific, that's just a Titan thing. But just paired with how the Titan Striker works, it's just super valuable because you can be very aggressive with it for that melee build. And there's also a Titan Gauntlet that extends the melee range. And I didn't use it in this game, but I've had games where I win gunfights barely just because I have that melee ability where when enemies are low health, I do more damage. And the gauntlets have me close that gap with my melee. So I win the gunfight, regain my health back, and then I'm able to move on as if nothing happened. Very easy, and there's no penalty where I have to sit back, wait for my health to recover. It's just such a good build. I think it's very fun in PvE, but again, it's very viable in PvP. Super fun. Like, look at this. I'm on a 10 kill streak, easy peasy. And this dude, I missed, but then I regained my health back like that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got that little bit of chunk of health back. I couldn't find this guy. He's very slippery. But it's very good. It lasts a while. And again, that was weird. He didn't die. I don't know. But anyway, it's very good, very viable. If you're a Titan and you're not using Striker, I highly encourage you to give it a try. And for those reasons, I believe that is why the Striker Titan is the best subclass. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in another video.